Today's question, everyone tells me to network, but with whom? So to fully answer this question, we need to understand why do we network in the first place? And basically, we network to exchange information so that we can help each other succeed. In the context of job search, this is sometimes looking for job leads, but sometimes it's about finding the information to help tailor your resume. And sometimes it's about finding hidden needs that the employer has so that you can better articulate how you can add value to their organization. So how would I get started with networking? Well, the first question that I would ask is, where does your network or people that you want in your network, where do they hang out? Where do they go? An example of this might be people from a particular organization. Do they have special clubs or groups or events? Where does, let's say an accountant, for example, where do accountants hang out, and who does business with them? So if you can answer that question, that gives you an idea of either places you can go to meet an accountant or people that you can ask to meet an accountant. Now, if all else fails, one of my suggestions is maybe going to your circle of friends and asking them for an introduction to an accountant. And when you meet this person, you want to ask them, hey, can I go out for a coffee chat or an informational interview? And from there, you can ask them questions. Could be about their company, it could be about how they got started in the industry, or it could be about shop talk. Now, one of my suggestions is I would establish right from the get-go what you want to get out of your informational interview and kind of set that as a bit of an agenda right when you ask for the informational interview. So again, who would be the best people to network with? If there was, say, a top three, who would they be? Well, I would say the first one would be decision makers. These are the hiring managers. These are the people who are often your manager when you start work, supervisors. They're ones that know what's going on in the organization, and they're the ones basically deciding if someone's going to get a role or not. So they are a really powerful person to network with, because oftentimes when there's a position, they're going to know about it way in advance than anyone else. So this is a good group to start off with. Another group is HR and recruiters. These people are responsible for introducing qualified candidates to the hiring managers / decision makers. So that would make them my number two. Number three would be industry professionals. So these are people who are performing the role as it currently is. So earlier we talked about accountants. This would be an accountant because they can introduce you to the hiring manager. They can also tell you what the recruitment process is because they've been through it. Another thing is 67% of companies use employee referrals as a way to draw talent into the organization. So sometimes, even working with an industry professional, you can actually get a referral to work there. And of course, anyone who is a second degree connection of any of these are very valuable. So if you know someone who knows an accountant, that's just as good as knowing someone who knows a hiring manager. So this is who I would target as part of your networking outreach strategy. Well, that is our video on strategic networking. My name is Jesse. Feel free to like, subscribe, send us your questions, and if you're interested in checking out more information on networking, you can check out our networking workshop here and in the video description below. See you next time.